Hi everyone, today is going to be another outfit of the day / dressing with your corset style video, and as promised, in this episode I'm going to be talking about belted fashions. Now what I like about belted fashion is that it can show off how small your waist is, or show off the contrast between your waist and your hips, or your bust and your waist. However, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on these, because either you can take a loose shirt that you had before and just put a fashionable belt around it, or you can actually go out and buy dresses with the built-in sashes. And this way you don't have to spend a fortune on any sort of vintage dresses, or if you don't live near a place that sells vintage dresses, then this might be a good solution for you. And just to let you know, if I'm wearing my corset underneath my clothing but in a belted fashion, I usually won't have clothes underneath here. I would usually wear a liner with the corset itself and just wear it with a separate bra instead of the whole tank top, because a lot of layers can be problematic, especially in the summertime. Right now it's winter, so it's not too bad though. But just to give you an example, this is one of my normal belts that I usually wear with my jeans, so it would fit around my hips. And if I put it on the very smallest hole, that is basically what it looks like. See? I lost 70 pounds! But what I actually prefer to use is this Toddler's belt. Now, I had mentioned this in my previous video, but for those people who didn't watch my hiding your corsets under your clothes video, this is a Toddler's belt that I bought off of eBay, and they were able to customize the size for me. So there are 5 holes in here, and it basically ranges from 20 inches up to 24 inches. So this is actually a boy's belt. I really don't care, because it's just, you know, it's black. So this is a sweater dress that I have worn on many different occasions on this channel. This one I bought from, it was actually from Goodwill, but the tag says it's from Costa Blanca. So it's probably a few years old, so I'm sorry you probably can't get this style anymore unless you look online, eBay or something, for the secondhand types. And basically this is what it looks like with the belted fashion. And if I had a mirror here, then I would be able to sort of distribute the fullness around the sweater so that it's not like puckering or bunching up anywhere. And you can basically wear it like this, like so, or you can move the belt to the back actually. So if you just allow me to do that, I'm going to loosen this a little bit just so I can slide it. Move it to the back so that you don't have the buckle really showing, and it gives you a little bit of a smoother line here. I don't mind having the buckle in the back. It's not really weird because my hair covers it, but I'm just showing you a few different options. And you don't even have to use these Toddler belts with the buckles either, because on Trolls Need Hugs, Honey Rose recently made a video with herself wearing a corset underneath one of her dresses and accentuating the waist with what looks to be an elastic belt. So no matter whether you're cinching a little smaller or a little larger that day, obviously the belt will be able to accommodate that and stretch with you. And those types of belts usually don't have the holes in them, so you don't have to limit yourself to, say, one belt when you're not corseted and another belt when you are corseted. You can just wear the same belt all the time. And here's another really cheap jersey summer dress that I have, and this one has its own little sash that comes with it, matching. So this is detachable, or it comes out of the loops for laundering purposes, or you can replace it with a different belt, say if you wanted something contrasting like a gold belt to match the gold buttons and other details on here. And obviously you can sash this in the front or in the back, and because it's jersey, it actually distributes the fullness really nicely. It doesn't wrinkle or anything. If I'm spending all day with the sash pulled quite tightly, it's not going to make the jersey wrinkle, which is really nice. Another thing that I rather like about this is that I can pull it tighter if I want to really show off my wasp waist, or I can make it a little bit looser if I want to just give a little hint of an hourglass shape without scaring people. So this is another one of the fashions that I just use when I'm running errands in the summertime. It's very light and it's got pockets and everything, so this is kind of the perfect blend between casual and just a tiny bit dressy if I just feel like wearing a dress in the summertime. This is another one of my blue jersey dresses, and this one is from Smart Set Although, once again, I purchased it from a secondhand store, so it's like a quarter of the price that you would usually buy it new. This one is another example of a sashed dress, except it's actually sewn in, so you can't exactly exchange the one belt for another. However, I do like this because you can basically sash it in the front, or you can sash it in the back. I like how the back in this one is actually quite high and broad, so I don't have to worry about, say, a tank top showing or a liner showing in the back. I prefer to sash this one in the back because even though I tucked my laces underneath my corset, it still shows a tiny bit of a bump just because the material on this dress is so thin and light. So if I sash it in the back, then it perfectly covers that little bump there, and nobody really knows the difference. And another example of a sash dress with the sashes attached like this is actually my Santa Claus or my Mrs. Claus costume that I had worn for my Christmas greeting video that I uploaded this past year. That was a simplicity dress that I had made back in high school, but I found it very convenient when I was wearing my corset underneath because I could cinch the waist tighter or looser as I wanted. I'm afraid I don't remember the pattern name, but I'll look it up and I'll post it in the description below, because you can easily buy one of those dresses, make your own dresses like this, just shorten the skirt, you know, it doesn't have to be a full-length skirt. So this is 3, or I guess possibly 4 different examples of using belts or belted dresses with coordinating your corset or dressing with your corset. Let me know what you think in a comment down below, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, and post a video response if you have any other ideas on belted fashions or belted dresses when coordinating with your corset. Once again, this is just to inspire you guys. You don't have to follow every single rule here. This is just what's worked for me over the years. And one other thing is I guess I'm an oddball in this respect because I don't really follow the modern trends, but don't feel that you have to be completely cutting edge and current when dressing with your corset. Feel free to have fun and experiment with your fashion. So I think that is it, and I will see you guys in a few days for the next video. Bye.